Well, yesterday I went out for a bit to do some stuff, and I was going over to the doctor's office, and I'd left there, and was heading over to a place called Second Act. Well, the main highway runs like this, and then there's a road that turns off like this. It's like kind of like a side street type thing. And over here is Second Act. Well, over here on this side is a pot dispensary store. Well, I had turned off of that, and I was headed up to the driveway, and I almost got to the driveway there, and I felt bam, and my car slid sideways. This lady, when I turned off and was headed up to that driveway, she started backing out of the parking lot, and I noticed she was just kept going, so I honked my horn, and I thought she'd stopped. So I just went on past her, and by the time the back of my car got to her, she slammed into it. Oh, the anger hit me so bad. I jumped out of that car, and this girl gets out, and she's probably 25 to 30 years old. And she was just going on about, and I'm like, don't even start it. She's driving one, like a little SUV type thing. She had that car stacked, looked like she had everything she ever owned in life in it. And in the back window, she had a place cleared out. Stuff was stacked, like clothes and stuff, from the bottom all the way to the roof of the car. And she had a hole about that big around in the back window, cleared to see out of. And I walked around her car just to make sure nothing had happened to hers. And what had happened was, she had one of those spare tires on the back of her car, and when she hit the back of my car, that's what saved her vehicle. She didn't get a scratch, but it put a dent about that big in the back of my car and kind of slid down it, and oh, I was mad. And I come flying out of that car, and she pulls back up in there, gets out, and she's just looking at me, and I'm mad, and I'm just raving about, get all that shit out of your car, and I'm like, it's no damn wonder that, and she's like, I didn't see you. I'm like, well, how the hell do you think you're going to see me with your car stacked up with everything you've ever owned? And like, well, I can see out of that. And I said, yeah, if it's right straight behind you, and then you got your side mirrors. I said, I honked at you and you still kept, well, I thought it was over next door. And I said, no, you should have slammed on your brakes anytime you hear a horn. And I said, I was straight right behind you. There's no way you could have not seen me if you'd been looking. And I looked down, and she's got her phone in her hand. I knew right then what she'd been doing. But anyway, even looking out her side mirror on her side, my whole car would have been out there, because it was just the back of my car that was still behind her. And I was so mad. I was ranting and raving about all that stuff being piled up in her car. The side windows, the whole back, everything was covered. There's no way she could have seen out that. And she was just going on and on and on, and I was getting madder and yelling at her, and finally I had to walk around the other side of my car to calm down a little bit, because I was mad. And I walked back around there, and she's standing there just shaking, and just every anger in me just disappeared. And then I felt sorry for her, because it wasn't the accident that scared her, it was me ranting at her that scared her. And I never felt more ashamed in my life than I did in that moment, because it was me that scared her and not the accident. And I just kind of put my hand on her, and I told her, I said, look, I'm okay. I said, you scratched my car, you put a little dent in my car, but I'm okay, and if you're okay, then there's no reason to be shaking like that. And she just, my empathy took over at that point, and oh man, I never felt more ashamed for yelling at someone. And she said, I was so scared that you were going to attack me. And I'm like, no, I wasn't going to attack you, but I did feel ashamed that I made her feel like that. But I was mad because she had her car stacked up. She wasn't looking, and she backed right into my car. So, it didn't break anything. It didn't do anything except put a dent right at the back fender of my car. So we just switched insurance, and I called my insurance company, and they're going to come and look at it, but we didn't call the police because I was so ashamed of the way I talked to her and that I scared her. But you know, she said, I understand that you were mad, that you were really mad. And I told her, I said, you know, you need to get home or wherever you're going and clear that stuff out of your car. You cannot see all the way around you. You can see, if you're looking at a space this big straight out the back window in your side mirrors, that's all you can see. And the way you were backing out, and the cars that was parked on the side of you was blank in your other mirror. So when I came around you, you know, even straight behind you, you couldn't see me. And my car was all the way on the other side of her before she hit the back of my. I had already say this is my car. She was backing out, and I'd already pulled her, and she hit right at the back fender of my car. And there's no way that she could have been looking. And it made me angry, and I don't like being that angry. But anyway, everybody was okay, and hopefully the insurance will fix it. You know, my car's not the greatest car in the world, but it's the only thing I got, and I don't want to end up with no car at all because I couldn't afford one right now, even a good used one I can't afford. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys something. I got a call from this lady who called me, and she asked me, she said, I heard you was looking for a desk for your craft room. And I said, yeah. And she said, well, I had some tenants that moved out, and she said they left a lot of stuff. And she said, if you want to come over and look, see if there's anything in here you can use, take whatever you want, you can just have it. And I thought, yay, a desk. I go over there, and there was a desk there, but that thing was bigger than my office, so I didn't get it. But they did leave a lot of stuff. I ended up getting, she told me just take whatever I wanted. I ended up getting every episode of Harry Potter movies. Every one of them. I think there's one missing, but that won't be hard to find. But I got all the rest of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And anyway, I found this little troll. Isn't he cute? I want to think it was Swedish or Norwegian or something. Anyway, he has a little book that goes with him on his back. It tells the whole story of him. And I looked him up. I got this thing free. This thing's worth $35 to $40. They're collectible. And this little guy is a retired one. I didn't even know these were even going on. But I just liked it, and I got it, and then I looked it up, and $35 to $40 for that. But anyway, they're supposed to be lucky for you to keep around your house, so this was after the accident, so hopefully this little thing helps me. But the only thing I saw missing was they have little necklaces that goes around their neck that has their name on it and something. That's the only thing that was missing. But the book and the Walt Disney sticker, everything is still there. So apparently they're made by Walt Disney or sold at Disney or something. But I just love the little book. It has all the characters in it, everything. But anyway, those two things I got free. Well, I stopped by Habitat for Humanity to look at their crafting stuff, and they were having a 50% off sale. And I found 4 of these beautiful glasses. Look at this. They have peaches, apples. It looks like passion fruit, strawberries. Aren't those cute? I got these. They were 50 cents a piece, and I got them for 25 cents a piece. So there was $1. And then I found these beautiful red, they're called Red Hibiscus by ABC something, and then I can't really see it. Designed in Hawaii for ABC Stories. Wow. Red Hibiscus. And it has a date there, 1999, I believe. Island Heritage. But anyway, I just thought they were really pretty, but they're called Red Hibiscus. and they were designed for in Hawaii for ABC Stories, whatever that is. But I got 4 of those, cost me $1, and I found a 1976 Zodiac sign cup, and it says Pisces, and that's why I got this. It was the only one in there, and it says right here on the back 1976 Beverly something, and it has the meaning for Pisces, and then it has the Pisces fish. And of course my birthday's March 5th, so I'm a Pisces, and I got it, and it says February 20th to March 20th. It's gentle, kind, retiring, sensitive, unlucky, boy, I couldn't hit that any better, often melancholy, whatever that means. But I got that simply because I am a Pisces, and not a single bit of the paint or the transfer, nothing is gone off from it. It's absolutely beautiful. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to tell you the scary little story about my car getting hit and the little treasures that I found. So I'll talk to you guys later.